Hello, everybody, and welcome to Lifehacks for Expats. I am Daniel Norell, and today we have a wonderful guest on the show here, which is actually Linda. I met Linda here in Valencia as we were actually looking for a relocation service. So, Linda Svilane, please tell us a little bit more about yourself. Who is Linda and where are you from and so on?
Oh, hello, Daniel. Well, it's great. Thank you for having me here, and it's a pleasure to be here on the show. Well, as you know, my name is Linda, and I'm an expat living in Valencia, and I've been here for 9 years already. And as you can tell, I'm not a native English speaker, so I am Latvian. Which means I speak more than one language. I speak Latvian, English, Russian, and Spanish as well. And what we do, we help other expats to move to Valencia. So shortly, yeah.
Excellent. So how long have you been an expat? When did you move here?
Well, I moved in 2007. That was right before the crisis started. So it guaranteed me a lot of fun and trying to survive in Spain. Well, but I managed, and I'm still here. So it's been 9 years. In 1 year's time, I can apply for the citizenship, you know.
Oh, wow, amazing. And what made you decide to leave Latvia and go to, a sunnier Valencia?
Well, it was probably the weather, because if you know where Latvia, well, I'm sure you know, of course you know where Latvia is, but it's very, very to the north, and the weather conditions are not as attractive as here in Valencia. And it was also partly because I was a bit tired of my work, because I used to work with gender-based violence cases as a lawyer, and I had to listen to so many stories, and I thought, okay, I just need a break and maybe try something else. So that was partly the reason, and just learning a new culture and trying somewhere else and to challenge yourself. So mainly, yeah, it wasn't the need, actually. It was, curiosity and the need to see the world like from different perspectives, and I'm still here.
Wow. So and Valencia was the first place you moved to?
Yeah, it was the first place to move to, and it was the first time to visit as well. So moving and visiting Valencia for the first time was at the same time. So it's not something I recommend to my clients, though.
Did you speak Spanish when you came here?
No, because it seems like I wanted to do the difficult way. So I didn't speak any Spanish. My knowledge, well, I spoke some Spanish. I was able to say 1, 2, 3. My name is Linda, but instead of saying hola, I was saying ole, which is like not the wrong. Again, it was a bit like
And how did you learn the language? Did you take classes or?
Well, I tried different approaches. I did study at home a lot, because when I moved to Spain, I realized I needed Spanish like immediately. I had no time because I wanted to stay, and my savings would last like for 3 months, and so my time was very limited, and I had to learn Spanish quickly. So I did everything I could. I did study at home. I tried to speak to people. I went to different language courses, but I quit them, yeah, most of them as well. So it was like trying different strategies and a little bit like panicking, but it worked out very well, yeah. And in a month's time, I was able to say something, and I think in 6 months' time, I was able to have a conversation already. So, yeah.
Brilliant. So what would you say worked the best for you to learn a language? Because it's one of the things that we talk about on the show sometimes.
For me, it was the immersion, because I had to find a job. So I got a job. It's in hospitality. I have to be honest, yeah, because it was the first thought. What do you do? And then my workmates were speaking Spanish, and the boss was Spanish, and the customers were Spanish. So everyone was Spanish, and that was the immersion, 100%. No other languages. So yeah, just throw yourself in and try to survive.
Brilliant. Excellent. So at what point did you decide to start the company that you now run today called Moving to Valencia, which is a relocation service helping expats really transition here much easier?
Well, Yeah, well, basically, I've been doing this for a long time, but not officially, because I've been helping my friends and acquaintances, and even some. Yeah, I've been my contact has been given to people like for many years. I've been helping with formalities and with apartment search, with phone calls, with complaints about the telecommunication and all that. I've been doing this for years, but officially registered, it's been a year. But yeah, it's been longer. My experience is much many more years, but officially in this shape and with this team, it's only a year. It's a young company.
Oh, wow, excellent. And what do you provide? How do you help people who just move here, or even before they move here?
Well, yeah, it's a good idea to start before you move, and like planning is like number one thing to do to make sure that your move is successful and it's like less headache. Well, we help with the planning, and we provide pre-move assistance. So we just answer the questions you may have, tell a little bit like about the reality, what to expect, and just to make yourself as prepared as possible. And also we help with the planning. The timeline is important. When do you do what and the steps to take? And once you are in Valencia, we can help with many other things like apartment search, phone calls, finding a school, exploring the city, even doing one day orientation tour as well. Like it's very helpful for me, for some family, just to decide where they want to live. And health insurance, bank accounts, anything really that when you have a struggle and you say, oh, I wish I would like had someone to help me. So we are there for that.
Yeah, I mean, I discussed this in another episode where, when we first got you to come over to our place, you fixed our internet within the same day.
Oh, yeah.
You were just amazing with us, and you obviously helped us with bank accounts, with the health insurance, and fixing the NIA number, which is really important when you move to Spain. Obviously, you need the NIA number, and that can be quite challenging because you need to speak the language, right?
Yeah.
So those are just some of the things that you helped us out with, which we're really, really happy about. But what would be your top tips, like for somebody who's moving to a new country, to kind of feel that to get a maximum experience out of that new place, like wherever they are moving to in the world? Like, what would you say are some of the top tips for somebody who's just moved somewhere?
Well, I think it's been always my approach, but I think you have to be open-minded and open to new things. That's one of the reasons why you move. So you can't really come here and, well, you of course you have your traditions and everything, but I think it's very important to be open-minded, to be curious, and to be genuinely curious in other cultures and in other people, and to learn and respect. So I think it's the attitude that makes your experience a wonderful journey, because if you move to another place and expect everything to be as in your imagination or as you expect it to be, well, not really. So you have to be kind of open-minded. That's my first tip. The attitude is so important, and a part of the attitude is also trying to get to know the place you go to, and like learning like the language, or learning about the culture. That is, I think it's the most important thing, and the rest will come. And the second tip is the positive attitude, because sooner or later you will get there, and the rest is a journey. So there will be difficulties, and just be ready for that. And it won't be maybe something you're not ready for, but sooner or later things settle. And I think it's the attitude, the second thing, and the rest, yeah, the rest is just a bit more struggle, less struggle, but it will be fine.
Brilliant, excellent. No, I think that's so important. Is just like your expectations coming into it, really, and just being so open-minded. But most people that do move are open-minded. Of course, you have a lot of sometimes expats that move because of a job, and then maybe you have to move because of your family and so on. But even in those situations, I think it's so important that as long as you stay positive, and as long as you're open to learning and really immerse yourself with the language and the culture.
Absolutely.
Excellent. So, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming on here, Linda. I would love to have you on another time as well, because I'd love to find out a little bit more about your company and how you're going and so on. And I just want to say as well, as Linda has also introduced us to many great people. So we've actually made friends through Linda as well. So it's it's just been a wonderful experience with her and her company, and she has amazing rates as well. So just get in touch with Linda to find out more about how she's going to help you to move, especially here to Valencia. But wherever you're going in the world as an expat, see how you can find a relocation company that's going to help you out, because they are going to have information and knowledge that you can't just get anywhere else, because they've been there, they've gone through it all before. So I highly recommend to do that. So thank you so much, Linda. Any parting words that you have for us here?
Well, thank you so much for this great opportunity, and it's been a real pleasure to share some thoughts and also some experience with you. And I hope you find something useful. And I'm available to, I'm here in Valencia, not moving anywhere. Just keep in touch.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.